Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Shield Podcast. I'm your host, Sonic Rock, with my co host, Topdawg.
Sad.
And this time we have another person with us, but this time we got my good friend Zeal joining us today's episode.
How's it going, everyone?
So before we get started, Zeal, would you like to tell the podcast who you are?
Sure. Hello, everyone. My name is SB Zeal. I am a stop motion YouTuber and a voice actor in the community, in the Lego community. Really, more well known in the Lego Ninjago community and stop motion wise. But I also do more voices and do stuff in the Sonic community. I voice a few characters. I do Sonic, Shadow, Silver, the three hedgehogs, and a lot more. And yeah, that's really it. I guess an introduction. My channel basically specializes in Lego stop motion and kind of other things that revolve around my childhood. So I guess we'll get into that whenever the time gets that's a harassing today. So yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much for the introduction. So we're gonna talk about our favorite subjects, but just because I like to hear what other people have to like, what they like and all that stuff. Just because I always get curious. But that's just me. But before we get, but so for the first question I have for everybody is what's like the game you're like most play? Let's What's your favorite game as of now? Just asking. Like if you're playing it right now, or you played it a couple years ago, but you always revisit it. Just asking.
I'll let Topdawg answer this one then.
Topdawg.
Oh, I play like it's most often or play with.
You could just say most often. What's like the game you play the most often?
The game I play it most often. I play Roblox. The game most often I play. I forgot the Valhalla. I think.
Brawlhalla? My
Like an army game.
bro, dude, I know what Brawlhalla is. I have so many traumatic memories from that game.
Tell you like a.
No, because I have a cousin, Jesus. If you're listening to this podcast, this is exactly why I stopped playing the game, because you just keep spamming the freaking characters. You're done, Topdawg? Because if you're done, I'll let Zeal go.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
All right. Well, I'm a sports fanatic, mainly into soccer, so I usually play FIFA a lot, or EAFC, now known as it is. That's just always my game that I always play to every year. I try to get it, even though technically the game's gotten worse over time. But I don't know. I play it. I always do career mode on there. I play with my favorite teams, and that's that. If I played any other games I played right back into, I played Cars 2, the video game.
Really? My friend's gonna say Elite Ball Knowledge right there. I haven't played that game in a while.
I love Cars 2. I love Cars 2, the video game. That's like a good one. I play back on occasion.
What's your thoughts on the movie, though? I'm curious about that.
Movie sucks. Movie's terrible. Game is goated. Like, game is amazing for me. Like, when they made the Cars 3 video game, it's just a knockoff, childish, kiddish version of Cars 2. And I get why, but it was like, oh, it's so good. And then like I look at it and then I'm like, dang, they basically made Mario Kart, but with actual weapons and and cars.
I see. Can I? Okay, I'm gonna say this honorable mention because you just reminded me, Zeal, about cars. Well, when I was a kid, there was a little iPad game that you could literally buy a little minifigure, like a little car. You drive around it. It's an iPad game.
It was with the Disney, with like the Disney car. I played that game too. I actually still had like the little car. I had like Lightning and Holly in there. I used to play with them.
Yeah, I had Lightning McQueen. That was a childhood game. But the game I'm currently playing the most recently, I mean, I play like I'm with my YouTube stuff. I'm kind of, when it comes to my streams, I'm mostly known for Fortnite, but I do try to play other games. But I've been so busy. I kind of play a bit of variety, but the game I'm playing a lot right now, I have to say Invincible Versus. That's the one that I'm playing the most right now.
Oh, nice one, yeah, because you stopped playing.
No. I say Invincible's a great. That's a great show, but I don't want to get too much into that. Just because it's not really the topic right now.
I had to play But when I had to play a long time because I had to beat that one dude to kick my ass.
Oh, Top Dawg. If you want to challenge me to a rematch, I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna kick your ass as invincible.
Are you sure?
Okay. So yeah. Okay. You know what? Let me just add another question to like Haziel. Let me ask you another question. What was like the one game you like? Sorry, what was the one game you used to play a lot in your childhood?
The one game that what? Sorry.
Like the game you used to play in your childhood. Cause okay, I'll go first. The games I used to play a lot in my childhood would have to be most of the Lego games actually. Honorable mentions would be Lego Marvel Superheroes, Dimensions, Skylanders, and Disney Infinity.
Oh, okay. A game I used to play in my childhood. I had this DS. I used to play Sonic Colors on DS a lot. I also played Mario Kart on there on the DS.
Wait, what was it called?
I played Sonic Colors on the DS.
Oh, Plaza.
Colors. I played Sonic Colors.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. It kind of cut up. So you said Colors. Okay. I played that game too, actually. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, I played it on DS because I didn't have a Wii at the time, and then I also played
I played the one on the Wii when I was a kid. And Mario Kart Wii. Those were go-to games.
I played Mario Kart on the DS. I also played what's it called? Oh, I played Mario and Sonic at the 2012 Olympic Games on the Wii.
That's another. Sad they canceled that series because of NFTs, but you know.
Yeah, they did, but I mean,
I would absolutely kill for a true crossover game. And I'm talking a platformer game, not a Olympics game. I would kill for a crossover.
The closest they're gonna get to that is Smash Bros, and that's about it.
Yeah, unfortunately, just because Nintendo's greedy with the characters.
For me, I play Minecraft, Roblox, Finance of Freddy's, the first game. The
See,
OG.
here's my hot take with Five Nights at Freddy's. I like the lore. I really do. The lore is what fascinates me. I hate the games. I love the lore, but I hate the games. That's my hot take.
What's the reasoning?
Wait, what?
What's the reasoning?
Oh, it's because when I was a kid, I used to be I used to be scared to play the games, but I was always fascinated by the lore of the games.
I scared. The first night. Okay, the first night is calm. There's always the second night. Boom, you're done with the wet page.
It gets harder every round. There's a reason why it's called Five Nights.
Because by night or 6.
See. So Zia, what was your answer to the question? Did you go? Or?
What was the question?
Okay. I think did everyone answer the question? Just asking before we move on to the next one.
What was the question? Just ask. Because you asked me.
No, I was just asking what was everyone's favorite childhood games. But you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. I apologize. That's my bad. Okay. Ooh, I have a question for you guys. This is gonna be an easy one. What's y'all's most anticipated movie or TV show as of now?
Most anticipating TV show
or movie? Just it could be anything. Just because I know people have shows that are really excited for, or movies. My top two would have to be.
I'm not really much of a movie fanatic, but if I had to say movies, I would say Sonic 4. Just waiting for that to come out. There's not really been any movies of mine that I really want to watch. Like I'm invested in. I'm not much of a movie person, I guess, these days.
Really?
Yeah. And shows, I really only watch either anime or anything Ninjago related, and sometimes some like.
Actually, you just gave me another question I could ask you, but that'd be. So my anticipated movies, I would have to say, would be Spider-Man: The Odyssey. I'm gonna say the reason why The Odyssey is just because I read that book in high school, and I'm really curious to see how Christopher Nolan's going to adapt it. I really am, just because there's a lot of stuff that this book does, and it's like this has to be rated R if it wants to be book accurate. It has to. There ain't no way to make it PG-13. I mean, do you really want me to spoil like one of the parts in the books? Or I mean, it's gonna be. I don't want to just spoil the movie. How about this? I'm not going to spoil nothing about the book, but let's just say there's some gruesome scenes that the main character does in the story that pisses off the gods of Olympus.
Yeah, I got you.
And I also got Spider-Man: Brand New Day. I know people would be like, "Yes, Spider-Man's bitchless, broke, useless, like all that stuff. He's suffering again." And it's like, you gotta chill down with the suffering part. Like, I love Spider-Man, but it's like, I don't want him to suffer that badly because it's just like, why would you want him to suffer? I mean, it's because, everyone is struggling in real life because I can relate to the part being broke because, everything's so expensive.
Me, I watch Invincible. Sometimes I watch Godzilla.
Except for the new Godzilla movie.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I'm definitely gonna watch. I heard this one's gonna focus more on Godzilla because people complained that the last two were focusing too much on Kong.
Yeah, I think because they talk about this con species instead of Godzilla. Actually, the third time.
I think
Actually, so
I think they're gonna adapt the space. I really am looking forward to the minus zero movie. I really loved the first one. I really want to see how they're gonna do the second one.
Yep. Well, I think. Oh, the TV show, the Star Wars one, the Clone Wars. That fucker is a Russian.
Yeah, that is an awesome show.
Yep.
Okay,
Right,
Zeal.
I think.
So, okay, I have a question for you, my guy.
Yeah, what's up?
My question to you is, what is your favorite anime? Because I gotta hear, because I got cousins who love anime. I personally just dabble with some anime, not all of it, but
It's so funny because I'm unconventional. I don't like the standard shonen, so I don't like your typical like
Oh,
My Hero. I don't like my friends. They're massive. Everyone that I know love Dragon Ball, of course,
I mean,
or they love JJK. I know people love JJK. I'm like, I don't know. For me, I like fighting animes. I like fighting, but the thing is, for me, it's weird. The most you're gonna get out of me to like anything out of action sequences, I need to see that. I need to see that more in a live action sequence. So if anything, if I'm watching like any of the Marvel movies or any DC films or any, like any action sequence, I need to see a live action in action. That's me. But if I'm watching anime, I'm mainly watching it for romance because I feel like at least it's more comforting, I guess, in a way, in a weird way for me.
a rom
So
com.
rom com. But if you want it, but if, let me remove rom com before I go that. Animes that I would watch that aren't romance are Blue Lock, because soccer.
My cousins are gonna be like, "Yes, we love Blue Lock" in the comments.
I also love Assassination Classroom. That one's a very
I heard
good
about
one.
that one. Keep going.
It's a good one. That's if you haven't checked that, I recommend.
I know what's it about. They're trying to kill the teacher, and he's the alien. Didn't they make a live action adaptation? Because I remember watching like a how to beat video about that.
Yes, they did, but don't watch it. If you haven't, don't watch it. Just watch the anime. Then I'll also Lupin the Third. That's a really old one. Like that came around the same time.
Can I say something real quick just before we move on to the next one?
What's up?
I got a really good friend of mine who absolutely glazes that show. I'm not saying it's bad, but he just loves it. And if you're watching this, Leo, here you go. There's someone knows Lupin the Third. All right, keep going. Oh, I'm sorry, listening to this podcast because there's no video.
Yeah, the thing with Lupin is like it's weird because like there's like 6 different parts that I think they're gonna make a part 7. The thing is they're not all connected to each other. So you can watch any variation of Lupin because it's not following a concise or consistent story. Unless you want to maybe include part 4 and 5, but that's about it. And
didn't they make a 3D animated movie? Because I remember watching trailers about it.
Oh yeah, they made a 3D animated movie. That movie is so good. I love it so much, and I wish they continued that plot line, but nothing came out of it. Another one I like, Sword Art Online. That's one of my favorites.
Sword Art Online. I feel like I've heard that before.
That's my first introduction. That was like one of my first ever introductions to anime. The thing is, it's only a good. It's the first season's good. The rest of it's kind of like eh. I like it because like Kirk Thorne, the voice of Shadow, is in there. He plays Klein. He plays like one of the main characters' best friends, basically, in the game. So that's cool.
I see.
Then we have, and then that's really up on like general listing, of course.
All right. So Topdawg, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would yap a little too much, but Topdawg, if you watch anime Topdawg, what's your favorite?
Attack on Titans.
Attack on
Oh.
Titan.
The first season. The first season is good.
I
Oh, yeah, right. You
below-
haven't finished the rest of the seasons.
I don't feel like I'm finishing them because
I've been told to watch it. I'm planning to watch more anime this summer just because I've been getting told by my cousins and friends to keep watching more anime. I'm not saying it's bad. The two animes that I watched that they recommended was Kaiju Number 8 and Chainsaw Man.
Oh yeah, I've watched Kaiju Number 8. That's a good one too. I like
Yeah, that's. I'm pissed where season 2 left off. I'm pissed about that personally. But it's like, why the fuck would you pause it there if they're teasing a massive fight?
Yeah, I'm waiting for season 3.
Yeah,
I need to
it's the last season if I'm correct. If I'm
I think so. Then I need to watch. I need to get into Solo Leveling because I heard that's been really good.
My God, Soul Leveling is like all about Aura Farm is what I was told. But can I tell you something funny? I literally have someone in college that I know who, let's just say, he's one of the best people I can talk to in terms of content creating. He's also really chill to talk to. He basically showed me a parody version of Soul Leveling, which is called Sister Leveling, and it's
seen that one.
exactly what it sounds like.
I've seen that one. I know
Yeah,
what you
I'm
mean.
not gonna lie to you. I legit cannot watch the regular anime without thinking about that version of the show.
Yeah, I love that one. I watched this Sister Leveling. It's so funny to me.
Okay. So my personal favorite anime, I have to say Dragon Ball Z, and that's just the one because I grew up on it the most.
I mean,
I've
that's
seen-
expected.
I mean, I personally have seen Demon Slayer, Kaiju Number 8, Chainsaw Man. I like them anime. I like them. I'm sorry, but when people get mad at me for like saying that I have a genuine criticism with like the biggest one I have to say is the Demon Slayer movie. My personal criticism was the backstories were super out of place. In my opinion, I would have put the backstory at the very beginning and let the whole thing play out and then cut to present day. That's what I would have done. So we can actually focus more on the present day and the fights, because I have a friend of mine and she literally agreed with me about the backstory pacing. Yeah, we both literally. My friend loves Demon Slayer, and she also complained about the backstory pacing because she just wanted to watch the fights. Demon Slayer is literally about the animation. It's like, here's my biggest hot take, and just in general. Invincible is a type of show where I care about the story more than the animation, because at this point, the animation kind of is the buns sometimes. But with Demon Slayer, I expect the animation to be god tier. That's it. Animation goes to Demon Slayer, and the story goes to Invincible.
For me, I mean, if you want to watch something like that, then I recommend you can watch probably like JJK. That's pretty good one. I think you would like.
I mean, I heard about JJK. I'm planning to watch it just because I was told it's really good. Okay, but it's like, I personally prefer action anime just because, whatchamacallit. I don't mind watching rom-com. I was recommended, like, the top 3 I was recommended to by a friend was Toradora, Russian Girl, and we also got, what was that one called again? Dress Up Darling or something. I remember those were like the big 3 he recommended.
I still yet to watch Toradora because they moved it out of Crunchyroll to get to another place. I want to watch it though. I heard it's good.
I know it's a
But
Netflix, but yeah.
I haven't. Oh, they moved that on Netflix too. So
Oh, damn,
it's not.
never mind.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm trying to think. What's another anime?
Ones that I watched. Horimiya, Golden Time is a very good one.
Wait, no, I know there's another one. Not Lovers, a Married Couple, or
Married Couple Not Lovers. I'm almost finishing rewatching it. I love it so much, and I know we're never gonna get a season 2 because
didn't they
apparently
just announce a season 2?
No, they just announced that the manga's coming back because it was on hiatus. Let me check.
Why was it on hiatus?
I don't know. The manga.
I'm sorry.
artist
There's
stopped.
another one I remember. A friend of mine telling me it's another person. It's Don't Toy with Me, Nagatoro was something.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
Don't Toy Me Musaga. Yeah, I don't want to. That one's. I don't know. I can't get into that. For
I'm not
me,
gonna lie to
it's-
you, Zeal. Let me ask you this question. This is just a general question. Are you fully aware of some of the most absurd titles in anime? Because let's just say I had a conversation with a friend of mine who loves anime, and I heard about this one anime that's so absurd. I was like, what the fuck? The anime I'm talking about is literally called "My Deceased Wife Came Back as an Elementary School Student," and my friend did not believe me until I sent him the picture of the anime.
It's funny because Asia, and that's not just referring to anime, but that's referring to dramas across Asia in general. Like, there's that. Another anime I can show you that has an outlandish title is called "The 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You."
Oh,
That's
I've
the
heard
title.
about that one. I've heard about that.
Yeah,
Isn't it
it's
where like
good,
if
but
isn't it that if they don't like if you don't love them they die or something? Because I know there's a catch.
because basically this guy he got 100 he's been rejected 100 times in his life one exactly, so the god of love or whatever decided to give him like one soulmate, but he made a typo mistake and gave him 100 soulmates, so if he doesn't marry 100 soulmates then they all die. Yeah, I don't know, it's a weird thing, but basically there's that. Asian dramas in general, like it's a common thing in Asia to have weird titles. Like there's also like in Asia, in Thailand, we had this one drama called My Little Saucy Girl.
What?
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's not even. It's called that because the female lead is very feisty. Let's just go with that. She's very just like stubborn, very
I
hot
bet your
headed.
ass she's a Latina.
No, she's Thai. It's a Thai drama, so yeah.
All right, keep
I've
going.
heard.
Sorry, keep going.
I've also heard what's another title I've heard? Um, Boarding School Juliet. That one's funny. A funny title. I've heard. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can go on and on. Oh, uh, there's one where there's a title where like this guy and a girl they switch this famous actress and then this police unit guy they switch lives, they swap bodies, so he has to be pretending to be a model and whatnot. That's a whole thing. But yeah, Asia is known to having weird titles like that, and I don't know why. It's always alluring to people. I guess the how crazy the more crazy the title is, the more I guess it allures people to want to get into it, or it either keeps them out.
Let's
To not,
see.
you know, yes.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. I'm not saying anime is what you call it. It's a bit bad, but I will say it's like sometimes they're
It's like,
good.
oh,
Sometimes they make me cringe my absolute butt like ass off. Like, can I tell you one show that absolutely does that for me, where it makes me cringe so badly? Even my sister would cringe when we both used to watch it. It's
what
something we
is
used
it?
to watch when we were kids.
What is it?
Ladybug and Cat Noir, and I know to this day that show
Oh
is
my god.
still going on.
Everybody hates Miraculous, bro. Have you heard about what's going on with the new season, with the new seasons and the new animation with Miraculous Ladybug? That is a whole mess. My friends who will be watching, if they were to watch this, they can give you a field day paragraph about how much they really hate Marinette right now. I
Oh
will
yeah,
say
I
this.
saw some clips. Didn't like they actually kill Hawkmoth and they continued the show with a new antagonist?
I don't know that. All I know is after so many years, Marinette and Adrian are finally dating. However,
Oh, I know that. I know that.
the only dumb thing is they still don't know their actual identities. They don't know that they're still Cat Noir and
I'm gonna
Ladybug.
say this. I'm gonna say this to you right now. I would recommend the movie more than the show personally, just because it
I
basically
watched the
gets
movie.
everything. It
I
gets
watched
every. It basically was like it gets everything done with. Then the show took like 10 years to do.
exactly. No, I did the same thing. I watched the movie and I was like, okay, wow, somehow that was actually decent. That actually, I'm like, I could tolerate that. I don't know if I want to watch like 6 full seasons before, or 3 to 4 seasons before until we get to the new stuff.
I know
I
people
don't know
don't
how.
like the singing, and I was like, oh my god, it's a Disney movie. That's what I immediately thought of. Is this a Disney movie or something? Because they were singing in that movie.
Yeah.
I even okay, Zeal. You know, I'm a kind of guy who makes up stories, and I had this one story that it's like in my personal head. It's like my own head canon, where like Deadpool literally so just one day out of the blue, Deadpool just kills Hawkmoth within the first 3 minutes of the pilot episode.
Oh my god.
It takes him 3 minutes to do what Marinette and Adrian took like 10 years to do.
Crazy.
And guess what? Deadpool basically made them obsolete, so that's where Ladybug and Cat Noir both hate Deadpool. And the entire Ladybug community hate Deadpool just because they ended the show and it's like, you should thank me for saving you 10 years. Saving you 10 years. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. And honestly, to this day, I think it's really funny.
Yeah.
Deadpool would be the kind of guy that just would end the show within like 2 minutes of screen time.
Oh yeah,
That's-
for sure, for sure.
That's just me. Okay, another question is trying to think. Ooh, since you're a college student, Zio, can I ask you this?
What's up?
What's the most challenging thing that you have to go through in college? I know Topdawg's not in college; he's barely in high school, but it's like, I know you are in college, so it's like, yeah. What's like the most difficult thing you have to go through? You can go first.
Anything revolving around registration and renewals of
Oh my
semester.
god! I
That's always
mean, registration isn't that bad for me, but yeah, I get your point. For
that
me,
application. Yeah. It's that and also just the work. It's not the work is not hard to do, it's just that there's a lot of it to do, and you
mm,
don't expect it. And, like, if you don't do it like, if you're in community college or if you're in, like
I'm in community college.
oh, well, community college, yeah, you'll feel like it's something, but if you get into university like where I am right now, then you're gonna feel the workload, like, the deadlines, they catch up quick before you know it, so I
I
will
see.
my advice if anyone does seek university, don't slack off. Like just be consistent with your work. The work is not hard to do. It's just a lot of work.
I
That's it.
see. Well, the way I would say is that the hardest thing for me, since I'm a film student, by the way, and I'm gonna say this, I have to spend hours on a set, and it's not a joke. Like there's a lot of work. Like, it could take you like 9 hours to film a 3-minute video. That's how much work you have to
Well,
put into it.
I'm aware. My friend went to community college also for film, and I remember she went to the building and she had to do the same thing as you did.
Like hours of filming. I'm telling you right now, but the thing is, I always feel satisfied after like making it, just because like people like it. It's like me with my stop motion animations, just because like, yeah, I always, it doesn't take me that long to make, actually, surprisingly, because I have methods. I kind of pull an invincible where I can do some shortcuts and they still look pretty good. I had some,
Yeah.
not all the time, but yeah.
Oh, I see.
That's just me. And
That's
it's like, whatchamacallit. And it's like, so I'm always surrounded by people in the film industry or the film community in my community college, and they always give me feedback. And that's like, I always use like what I learned at school to improve on the videos I make.
oh, nice. Yeah, man, I get that. I get that. I
Yeah,
definitely get
it
that.
just, and I'm just trying to, and I'm trying to just, do my own stuff. But, that's just,
Yeah, I mean that's good. You're trying to do your own things. Honestly,
yeah.
that's especially not something you should
All right,
be
Top
doing.
Dog, what about you? What's like something you have to, what do you think consider the hardest thing about your school?
Um, and hardest one, you had to be like at the test. You take a test. You had to be the hardest one.
I'm sorry, what was that, Top Dog?
Probably the hardest one. Probably take the test.
Taking a test? Is all like, I'm gonna tell you this, Top Dog, right now. If you think a test is hard, wait until you get into finals. Trust me, they are severely worse.
You'll be alright. You can do it.
Yeah, I got you. You got this, Top Dog. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. Hey Z, let me ask you, what's your thing about finals? Because for me, since I'm always film, most of my finals is just making videos or doing projects. It's less about taking a paper test. It's more about doing videos or writing reflections instead of actually sitting
That's
my
not
butt down and taking a test.
that's nice because no, mine's just regular paper and just or doing it on the computer. I just got to study. I
I'm a,
mean,
Here's a little piece of advice: if you want to do it on paper, you can just straight up, like, if it's like an online test, you may be set, but if they have like a lockdown browser, y'all low key might be cooked.
oh, they got a lockdown browser, and the thing is, they send us to a computer lab. We can't do it at home.
Oh no, community college, they let us do it at home, and they don't have lockdown browser.
Well, yeah, obviously, but I just started university. I mean, I've been in community college before. I know how community college like browser works, obviously, and I know that. But yeah,
Were you there for like the
I-
beginning of your college years, or you just were there and then you just went to university after you finished?
what, sir?
No, it's like, were you at community college for like those 2 years and then you went to university, or?
Yeah. So I did 2 years. I finished literally last year in the fall of last year of my community college. Now I just began my 2 years here at university. Technically, I guess in a weird way, three. I graduate 28. They moved my graduation because my minors is done by 28. But yeah, that's basically it. That's what you're referring to. Yeah, you're correct.
I see. Well, I'm just thinking. Honestly, I genuinely like community college. It's just really fun. And the best part about it is I'm saving a lot of money without having any student debt. I'm happy about that. I can flex
Oh
to my
yeah,
friends saying that I can walk away with no debt because, yeah, that's basically what's happening for me. But, that's just me. I forgot to ask
yeah.
you this is a quick question, Zio. If you don't want to answer this, that's fine. Oh, sorry, excuse me. What are you majoring at, if I may ask?
History major. I'm doing a history major, so if I get a degree, I can either be a history teacher, I can get into politics, I can get into other or work in a museum. Basically, I can get into a few things, basically. Decent stuff.
So you're doing history. I'm not gonna lie to you. I absolutely always sucked at history. It was always so
I
boring
mean,
to me.
I kind of suck at math, so the thing is, I actually want to
Dude,
get like a
I'm not gonna lie to you. Sorry. I don't want to interrupt you. But I was saying that math's literally where I'm the strongest at. That's like the one subject I'm actually really good at. And
yeah.
yeah. When it comes to me, I would say math's my okay. Let me just ask a new question now to both of you guys. What is your best like subject in class, or to you, what's the easiest subject, and which is the hardest subject, just in general, not in just in college and school. I'll go first since I was about to answer my question. For me, the easiest was math. The two hardest classes for me was English and history. Those were like the ones I absolutely hated.
Mm,
Topdawg, do you want to
me,
go?
I love Topdawg actually.
But the easiest one is probably math. The hardest part, like history and something. Those are pretty really difficult.
Oh, you don't like history either. You're like me.
You just see with the talk about how Abraham Lincoln. We talk about that one. That's a difficult one.
I mean, I
Mm.
see what you're talking about. All right, Zia, what do you have to say?
I mean, history and English and even science at a certain point in time was easy for me. Actually, science is my favorite subject before it was history.
Oh,
And then
what
now
kind of
it's
science? What kind of science? Because I know there's three versions.
uh biology.
Actually, I just recently took like biology course in let's just say community college. My professor is shout out to him. He is goated, honestly. Let's just say there were some days where he legit canceled class because he didn't feel like teaching us, or he canceled class because saving the gas prices because they're that terrible right now.
That's so real.
And then let's just say that in all our exams there was a check your answer feature in all the tests, so nobody failed an exam.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, shout out
Nice.
to my professor in bio. He's goated.
Yeah. I was gonna say back to the whole thing on the degree thing.
So go ahead.
Initially I wanted to do a film degree / into acting because I wanted to be I want to be an actor. But thing is, getting in that industry limits so many opportunities. And the thing is, I haven't given up on that dream per se. I'm not going to. It's just I need a backup plan to fall off on. So that's
Yeah,
why I'm
yeah,
doing
yeah. You did tell me that at the Sonic Expo. Which fun fact,
it.
we actually met at the Sonic Expo.
Yes, we did. Yeah, my group of friends who I will send this link to. So shout out you guys. You guys know who you are.
Yeah,
I
shout
love
out to you guys. You guys were awesome. And then I showed you guys my two Build-A-Bear stuffed animals, the Batman and the Sonic
Yeah,
Superman.
they love them, and we went to Build a Fair recently, and they were looking for them. They wanted them so badly, and
Let me guys, they were sold out.
yeah, because we were way past the movie by then.
I mean, just wait until Sonic 4. They're gonna get new ones, obviously.
One day we even met before I the
If we meet
lightsaber.
Top Dot, I'll bring my lightsaber so we can have a duel.
Start with that, we see who wins and who dies.
Absolutely. All right, but anyway, just which we call it. So yeah, that's just hey Zio, just to let you know, this is just kind of thing I learned, but it's like filmmaking is becoming more of a prominent staple in Texas right now, right? Like they're trying to like
I'm
move.
aware. Celebrities and movies they're trying to move more stuff to be filmed in Texas, and I've been trying to look for more filming opportunities or opportunities to be in stuff in Texas.
I was gonna say Zio, just let you know that like I'm gonna like if I ever make a project, I could invite you up to like, act in my project. I could invite you up.
That'd be nice. Yeah, we just have to ask my friend if they're down to take the drive over there.
Oh, I know. Trust me. I am fully aware, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I would be down. I mean, I already have a headshot, and plus, I have a headshot, so
I see.
I'm good to go.
Whatchamacallit? Yeah. Yeah, but it's like, yeah, filmmaking is becoming more prominent in Texas. Like, I heard they're trying to build like a massive studio. Like, basically, they're turning Hollywood into like a part of Texas. Which I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie, that is pretty cool because that means it's good news for me because that means I get to work.
Yeah.
One
I mean,
more thing,
now,
I'm gonna say one more thing about the filmmaking stuff, just because I don't want to drag on this topic for too long, and I want to say this: the Sonic 4. I want to work on Sonic, like the new Sonic movie, not Sonic 4, but it's like just a Sonic project. I don't want to be in the movie. I'm not asking to be an actor. I just want to work on the production side of it, so I can truly, get like do what I actually signed up for.
yeah.
I don't care about being in the Sonic movies. I just want to do the production side. That's what I really want to do.
I got you. I got you.
All right, next question. All right, Zeal, this one's more prior to you just because you're going to know this one. But what is the most difficult stuff when it comes to animating in stop motion? Just curious. What's like the biggest challenge for you?
For me, what's the hardest thing for me to show in animation? It's funny because I don't really think. I think for me, and it's funny to say, I'm not saying my animation's like the best, but I'm saying like most stuff that I've done, it's not hard per se. Like, but if I want to, like, if I had to be honest, I guess the hardest thing for me recently is aerial stunts, I guess. It used to be fight scenes, but the reason why fight scenes were so hard for me is not because they were actually hard. It's because I didn't want to do them. Because whenever I do a fight scene, I have my scripts, but I never write out how a fight scene should go. I just know there's going to be a winner and a loser. So I don't actually know how I'm going to execute that fight scene
I
going
see.
forward. I don't know if there's like I don't know like what's going to happen in the middle, like of what motions or what actions these characters will be doing. I also but like I kind of improvise it as it goes essentially. Like I recently uploaded my recent Ninjago episode like literally this past Saturday, and that one took me so long because I was trying to figure out during the filming process of the fight scene how should I animate? How should I go about animating this fight scene inside the monastery? Because it's like
I
I wrote
see.
out all I write down in my because I have friends who know how to write out their fight scenes, like how and what detail by detail what they're gonna do. Like this character's gonna use a sword to strike this, or using a nunchuck to and wings it at that person, or power blast them through that. And that's something that's been like my biggest struggle.
I
Um,
see. Which
Another one
call?
is sorry, I don't know what to say.
No,
Another one,
I'm sorry. I just said something. So you just go ahead.
yeah, another one is aerial stunts, depending on using because like transparent pieces are easy to use with them with.
I
It's
use
just another
those too. I use those in my videos.
yeah, which is honestly it's a good thing. I mean, like yeah, you can mask just erase the transparent bricks. The only thing is you have to do it frame by frame usually.
I know that's a whole editing process, but let's just say in my film community that I show these videos to, and my friends in the film community college, they all suggest I remove them because to make it look more professional.
Yeah, and they're not wrong. It does help a lot. It's just again, you can do it if you want to. It's a choice again. If you definitely want to
And then
do
the
it.
best, okay, so can I tell you, okay, before I answer my question, I want to say this. The reason why I started stop motion animation in general, actually, no, I'm going to save that question for after I say this answer. That's a good question. So what's the hardest thing for me is I would say scheduling. That is like my biggest challenge. Literally everything else is fine. And it's
Yeah.
like the thing is about me is I literally improve with each animation. That's literally a common thing that everybody I know notices that I always improve no matter what.
Oh yeah, you can. I mean, have you seen your stuff from back then when you started, then come to
Oh,
now?
dude, trust me. Like the lighting and the focus was terrible. And it's like I always get better and better. And it's like if you see my new one, Azil, like I've improved dramatically compared to my first video.
Yeah, I've seen. These are good. It's a good job that you have too. I'm proud of you.
And then it's like, yeah. I'm just trying, I'm trying my best. And then yeah, I know Topdawg doesn't do stop motion animation. He's just here. In fact, he's gonna voice one of the characters of my Lego series coming up. But yeah,
Nice.
he's gonna be voicing Metal Sonic. But that's just because I have other plans for him.
Oh, that's why it's always when you guys post these podcasts, we have like
He's Metal Sonic. Yeah, he's Metal Sonic. There's a reason why he's Metal Sonic.
I got you. That makes sense now.
Topdawg kind of created the character, so give credit to Topdawg for that. Isn't that right?
Yep. Right.
Okay, so I actually was gonna say this, but actually this is a good question. So, what inspired you to begin animation, like in general?
Oh, that's hard. See, I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel for the longest time, but I'm into so many different things that when I created my channel, I didn't know where to go because I always have different phases of what I'm into. Like I'm into Ninjago, I love Ninjago,
Oh,
but I
I know
also
that, dude. I'm not against you liking Ninjago. I'm just saying
yeah,
that I just remember when I was a kid, I would just watch Ninjago back at its prime,
yeah,
and I did tell you this at the expo that what firstly when I was a kid, I thought the Golden Ninja was completely stupid.
yeah, fair, I get that. And then also, but like for me, is the whole thing like there's Ninjago, and then like I got into other things like Sonic, of course. I've gotten into like when I was a kid growing up, I used to watch Thomas and Friends because I have a Thomas series.
Dude, Thomas and to me, the big three in my childhood was Lightning McQueen, Barney, and Thomas and Friends.
Yeah, and Cars too, and Cars as well. Like Disney Pixar Cars, that's my biggest childhood. So like for the longest time, I've always watched several YouTubers that were into those four franchises: Ninjago, Sonic, Disney Pixar Cars, and Thomas and Friends. Those were like my big four, and I'm trying to figure out the longest time like because everyone does a YouTube channel based around one thing that they really like. But I'm like, I can't do that because I like many things. So I'm like, well, what is one thing that I feel would be the most impressive out of anything that I between those four? And I thought, and I looked at them like stop motion. So I looked up into more stop motion stuff, and I've been looking over videos. What inspired me was like creators like Deez and Aglia Studios or AL123 Productions. They are good OG like stop motion YouTubers. I highly recommend people watching if you haven't already. Those two, and then like other people like NJL Productions, whatnot, NHL, Ethan Studios, like Brick Filmer 125, all these people, like I grew up on them, like watching, and like I remember also like seeing how the people would animate and watching like how stop motion tutorials how they went, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this, and I'm gonna make sure I will do it. And one day when I think my first year freshman in high school, in the beginning of like nearing the beginning of 2019 or going into 2020, I did it. I started it and I went for it, and I never looked back since. I just got into it, and it took a time. It was definitely like just my videos were trash. They were dry and bland. I would say background wise, I guess I've gotten a little bit better, but camera angles and speaking and becoming more making my stories look a bit more attractive, I guess, nowadays. I definitely have learned, like, again, really is like we as stop motion creators, we are our biggest critics, so we will see something that's wrong and we can look back and be like, oh, why did I ever animate that? And even when we're finished
Don't
with
tell me, but it's like for me, it's like I always like to hear from other people because I'm like, am I the
Yeah.
only one noticing this? And then it's like, no, they do notice it too. So it's like, okay, I gotta
Yeah.
fix it for the next video and the next. And I know some people legit can't take criticism, and it's like I want criticism, like because I'm literally in film
That's
school.
good.
Criticism is literally very important. I can't talk super loud because it's late at night, but it's like it's very important in film school. I'm telling you right now.
That's good because not most people, again, like you said, most people get butthurt over the criticism. So it's good that you're willing to take criticism very well. It's just for me,
And you can clearly, and Zeal, just let you know, you can clearly see the criticisms being fixed in the next video.
no, I can tell the whatever criticism anyone throws at you is good because I'll be so for real. The reason why I don't answer whenever you ask me if there's any criticisms, it's because for me, whenever I'm seeing them now, you've gotten to a point now where you're almost flawless. The only reason, like, you're almost flawless to the point you've exceeded a lot of people that I know, even me. So that's why whenever you ask me stuff, I'm like, I don't know if there's any input I can put in because I can't see anything wrong with your work.
I'm
Obviously,
just,
that's not saying
I'm
your
sorry,
work
but
is
it's like it's a forced habit. Okay, that's
no,
just
no, no.
me.
I'm not saying I'm annoyed by that, but the reason why I don't answer it is not because I don't want to be mean to you, but it's because I think genuinely I have nothing bad to say about your work. I have no criticisms to give you. If I say it's good, it's because, in my opinion, you've already exceeded a lot of what other people have done, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that shows how far you've come. And under the span of less than a year is amazing too, dude. Like, it's amazing how much you've
Drastically
grown.
improved within less than a year.
Yes. Yeah, and the thing is, that makes me more excited for when you start your Lego stop motion series with your Sonic stuff.
Mm-hmm. I'm still filming the Screamboat Willie. I just gotta find a way to test out clay animation because Screamboat Willie's gonna be made out of clay. I gotta figure out how to
Yeah,
test
that could be a whole different
I'm
thing.
not gonna lie to you. Okay, so my question, to answer my own question, I started animation just because I really wanted to, whatchamacallit, I just really wanted to tell my stories because I was sick of plush animations because, yes, I used to make plush videos. The most popular ones
Oh
was
yeah, I also want to do plush videos. That's one thing I definitely want to do.
let's just say the one, the one series that was most popular on my channel with both my fans and my family was the Metico series. Let's just say it was so well received that when I was going back to Metico, I made a second season. And there wasn't going to be a third season because I was not going to go back for quite a while. And let's just say with what happened in my personal life makes it even more impossible. And also, when I was trying to make other plush videos outside of Metico, I couldn't, like, dude, I'm telling you this, I do all the editing, I do all the voice acting, and I do all the freaking movement of every character. It's just one guy doing all of them. And I play 6 characters in all my plush videos. You do not understand how difficult that is on me. It was Lego. I can tolerate it because I just do the voice and I can just do the animation later. But when it comes to the plushies, oh my god, I hated it. Plus, weather it doesn't help either, so that's gonna be a pain in the ass. And then one day, I saw this one guy doing a stop motion animation video, and it was literally called Two Sonics. It was about this Sonic who got suddenly famous because they just released the first Sonic movie, and then after that, I saw another one, and then another one, and I was like, I have a lot of Legos upstairs. What if I tried this? And let's just say that Metal Sonic video was my first attempt ever. No tutorials, nothing. A camera, a light, and that was it.
But again, you did good. Again, now you see yourself. Now you've come far. You've come a really long way from where you.
Plus, when it comes to film school, you have absolute great lighting tips. I literally took a lighting class, and yes, that helps tremendously. Still get flickers every now and then. I'm planning to get new lights a lot bigger than what I already got, but you know. And I recently got a monitor in the background because in my campus there's actually an LED screen that you can use in backgrounds for film projects. Yeah, there is an actual screen like that, kind of like what they use for Mandalorian. You know, the Universal Engine screen. Yeah, we have that on my campus. So that's kind of where I got the inspiration from. Even my class. So I was like, yeah, we can clearly tell what gave you this idea of using the TV as the background, which gives me a bit more variety of the backgrounds I can do.
I got you. That's nice though.
So yeah, and then the Sonic and Shadow series came up from, like, I just thought of it randomly. This kind of came out because this was during the hype with Sonic and Shadow being the main priority of Sonic X Shadow Generations. This is kind of where I got the idea, because like the year of Shadow, I was like, what if in this universe Sonic and Shadow were best friends instead of Sonic and Tails? But we should let's just say, let's make everything about them completely different, like the way I did it with Sonic Squad, my original Sonic series. And Shadow's case is different because his inspiration comes from 2 major factors. The first factor was with my 7-year-old nephews, my 2 of them. When I was watching Sonic Prime, this was during the final season. I'm sorry if I'm yapping too much. I'm just kind of telling a story here.
No worries. Go ahead.
Okay, so when I was watching Sonic Prime, this was during the last season, I was told my nephews were going to come to visit me, you know, because I forgot why, but you know. So what happened was I was watching Sonic Prime. They came to my house a little bit earlier than I expected. They were watching, oh my God, it's Sonic. And then when Shadow showed up, the first thing they both said was, oh my God, it's Black Sonic. I paused and I just died of laughter. And I literally was like, you know, wait, let me ask you something. Do you know who this is? I showed them a picture of Knuckles. They're like, oh, that's Red Sonic. Who's this one? A picture of Amy. Oh, that's Pink Sonic. And I showed them a picture of Silver. Oh, that's Silver Sonic. That's close though. But that's not. But get rid of Sonic and you're correct. And the only one they knew outside of Sonic was Tails. That was the only one that they got right.
Huh.
I think because one because of the flaws.
Yeah, he's the second famous character in Sonic. Oh, yeah, and then you know what? You know what also was a factor? The second factor was the one line from Shadow the Hedgehog, and it was disgusting black creatures, get out of my sight. Exactly like that. And that's where Race of Shadow was born.
Nice.
And Sonic, originally, he was supposed to be just a normal hedgehog. But one day, my friend just sent me a video saying how Sonic and autism are linked together. And I was like, holy shit, that explains everything. And I was like, what if Sonic was autistic? And that's where Autism Sonic came in. So yeah, that's exactly where I got the idea of the characters. And this was also during the time when Steamboat Willie just became public domain. And I got the idea of what if it was like Bendy the Ink Machine, like kind of like that, where like his body can literally transform like Venom, and it doesn't have any of the weaknesses. Yeah, I told you, dude. There's a lot of things that inspired me of the entire like beginning of the series.
Nice.
You should know, like Zio, you're a stop motion anime. Like you use like stuff to inspire you for your animations. For me, I have many things, by the way, like so many.
Oh yeah, like I had inspirations again, like I said with the D-Tanago and L2D, like on the Ninjago stop motion YouTubers. Obviously, I watch a lot of old like Lego City stuff.
My God, old Lego City stuff was goated back then.
Like, if you watch old Lego City stop motions, they are some of the best things. Anyone ever watched this series called Lego Jake and Adam? That, if anyone knows that, that is a good.
Wait, Jake and Adam.
Lego Jake and Adam. If you look it up, Lego Jake and Adam on YouTube, it was such a funny show, so funny. You know what I mean? Like that laugh track, the stuff they did was funny. I have a lot of inspiration from it too, which is why like ultimately my channel is based around mainly Lego.
I see. I'm not gonna lie to you. My channel, I kind of decided to do like a complete rebrand where like I kind of wanted to do other stuff in the channel, like a podcast, a Lego, streaming, like just everything in one channel, just because I don't want to manage multiple channels personally. That's too much. I'm a college student. I think I have enough, and I have a job.
Oh yeah, for sure. I understand that.
Okay, and then whatchamacallit? Then basically, I'm gonna tell you some couple key things, and then I'm gonna move on to the next question because I do not want to waste any more time. So originally, Screamboat Willie was supposed to be the second episode of the series, and the first one was gonna be Scream. But I took too long on that, so I was like, you know what? I think Screamboat Willie actually works a lot better if it was the first episode. And yeah, that's exactly where it was. It was originally meant to be the second episode, and everything on it exactly. I made some changes, but honestly, they're good changes. For example, I can't spoil it. Never mind. Okay, next question is, I'm trying to think of it. Okay, Zio, this is one for you, but what's your biggest challenges and benefits from being in the voice actor community? Because let's just say I know a lot of people who like to voice act. Personally, I don't see myself ever doing it myself. I just see myself only doing it in my own projects. That's it. No other people's projects. Not because I'm selfish, it's because I do not see myself having that kind of range.
That's interesting. Benefits. I guess the only benefit I have with the voice acting community is connections who you talk with. Like, cause you'll find some people that like are actually some genuine voice actors or starting out getting into voice acting. So you can ask them advice on how you get into the industry and whatnot. And so I learned that from them, and also like being able to work with them and being able to do new dubs of different series. You get introduced to different series, and if they're good, you can check it out. I honestly would. And sometimes if I do a fan dub with them or a comic with them based on the series that they like or what I like, it gives me something new to watch. Like, oh shoot, I should watch this. Check this out. But most of the time, I'm not trying. This isn't me trying to bash the voice acting community. It's just more so that's really the only benefits I have. Nothing against them. It's just a lot of them, they're very, I guess, focused on being VAs, like professional VAs, or just wanting to do fan dubs other stuff. So when it comes to projects that like I have to do with stop motion and whatnot, or if I want to do like a series, I get help from a few people, of course, but it's most of the time most people they're like, oh no, I don't want to do it. Nothing against them, obviously. This isn't like me trying to get anything else in time.
I see. Okay. Sorry. So
Yeah, but
yeah, it's because I was gonna say this, and dude, I think you have the same thing where like in the films, where I'm learning in film, the one major lesson you must learn is connections are absolutely everything.
oh yeah, no, connections are everything.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, that is spot on right there. Advice to everybody: this is not just for film, not for voice acting. This is just for in general. If you want to get into a certain industry, connections are absolutely everything, and I mean
Again,
everything.
oh yeah, for sure. Like I met a guy in community college. He's an artist. He's also an audio engineer. He used to work for Warner Brothers. He was actually part of the audio engineering team for Space Jam too, actually.
Really?
Yeah, you know the one with LeBron and
I know. Yeah, but it's like that actually sounds cool.
yeah. And
Yeah.
then I know someone who's one of my good friends in community college. His dad actually is an Emmy winner.
Mm.
So he's actually
I'm trying to think of one thing. It's like I'm personally the way I see myself is I don't really see myself as a voice actor in general. I just see myself as just a storyteller more than anything else because I personally care more about the story than literally everything else personally.
I like storytelling as well. I think I like being in all aspects of it, depending on what it is. If it's my own project, obviously I'll take my own department of just executing the story. If not, then I'm more than happy to voice for people, you know?
And then for me, it's like whatchamacallit. I personally I personally just thinking of getting all the voice actors, and it's just like if it's just me doing the series, it's probably mostly going to be me and just a couple of my IRL friends doing the voices, just because I do not have the budget for voice actors per me. I would rather spend the money on the animation than the actual voice actors.
Yeah, for sure. I get that.
That's just me because I'd rather, like I said, I focus more on the story than getting people that I know that's like, let's just say, bigger followers than me to voice act for something, and it's like I'd rather just focus on the story or the animation budget than anything else. That's just me personally, but yeah, that's just the way I see it.
Yeah, I get that. And I understand that feeling.
Yeah, like I don't see myself like, for example, I can voice Sonic, Shadow. Honestly, Sonic's gonna be my regular voice. Shadow is gonna be my voice, but a little bit deeper if I really have to think about it. It's not about doing the voice correctly. It's about making sure it's a bit accurate, like Jason Griffith's Shadow with with Sonic. And then Sonic's straight up my regular voice because I'm too lazy to do. I can't do a Sonic voice in general, so it's like I just use my regular voice.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. No worries.
I can't do a Sonic voice. That's just too much for me.
That way that happens to the best of us.
Yep. And then yeah, I'm just thinking of like other stuff I'm trying to do. Like let's just say the Lego series I'm trying to make, it's not for kids. It's definitely gonna be like in terms of this tone, it's gonna be very similar to The Boys.
Oh, dude, wait. You went to the Sonic. Sorry, I'm looking over your channel. You went to the Sonic Speed Cafe in Houston?
Yeah, a while back.
Dude, I lived like 10 minutes away from the Speed Cafe when it was there. We could have met.
Dude, I literally went on just a random weekday, and then it's like, yeah, I went there and it's like, yeah.
I know I lived like 10, 15 minutes from where the store
Okay,
used to be.
as of this podcast, Sonic just announced a concert, and the best part is that they're actually going to perform at my hometown, which I'm really happy for.
Is it Sonic Symphony?
No, it's like a concert. It's for the 35th anniversary.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, I heard they were
I'm not gonna lie to you. I couldn't go to the symphony like a few years back because let's just say a family tragedy happened that prevented me from going originally. So it's like
Oh, sorry.
I finally get a chance of redemption here to go experience the Sonic Symphony. And
Yeah.
since the next concert is gonna be in my hometown, it probably most likely will be like 10 minutes away from my house. So I could
Right.
legit walk there if I wanted to.
Yeah, like that's amazing. I mean, hey, you get fun. You have fun when you get over there.
Yeah. I heard they're gonna also do one in Houston, so it's like, you could also go there too if you like.
And I'm just gonna see who would want to go. I think
I'm not gonna lie to you. When it comes to Sonic conventions and expos, I personally just go alone just because my channel, nobody gives a shit about Sonic. They only care about like, playing games with me and all that stuff. Like nobody cares. Nobody follows me for Sonic content. That's like nobody gives a shit about it.
yeah, I usually would go, but it's just that like if there's Sonic conventions that they're all the way away, I can't do anything about that.
I mean, dude, that's fair enough. I know people that travel like hours just to go. Trust me, I know.
Oh yeah, I know people who came from out of state just to go there.
And it's like for me, it's only 30 minutes away from my house where they always hold it.
Yeah, I know. Lucky you, because you're basically 30 minutes away from meeting some of the other VAs, basically.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes the Sonic community can be a bunch of assholes, but that's just
I
me.
think honestly, that's every community. Voice acting, Lego, Sonic. Any community has its assholes and
That's why
weirdos.
I personally see it where like I don't care and I don't see myself in any community. I just like what I like and just move on with my life.
That's good with you. How'd you think that way?
All right, it's getting to the 1 hour mark. Would you guys like to call it off for the night?
Uh, Topdawg hasn't really been speaking much. I'm sorry, man. You good? Topdawg?
Wait, did he leave?
Did he?
Let me check real quick. Oh. No, it's just he's muted. It's just he's muted. Just, I think Top
Um,
Dog just went to the bathroom or something. Just
I mean,
Top.
you
I
want to keep
mean,
rolling.
do you have a question for me, Zeal? You can ask me a question if you like.
Let's see. Mm, I guess. Um, you ever have a dream project you like really want to make become reality? If you
Ooh,
could,
a dream project.
yeah.
Would I consider Sonic and Shadow that dream project? I would say that's a passion project, but when it
Yeah,
comes to
I call that more of a passion project. A dream project is more like I want this to come to fruition one day, but I can't do it right now until like I
I
have all
would
the.
personally say it would be the Sonic Squad because I want to give them a proper animated reboot. Originally, I was thinking of giving it a 2D animation style, but I feel like in terms of like Lego, because I can produce them a bit quicker, I'm thinking of making it Lego animated, but I will put more budget on it where like I could actually animate the faces of Sonic, of like the Sonic Squad, because I wanted to give the implication that it's a whole different series and it gets a higher budget than Sonic and Shadow. Oh, funny fact, Azil, Sonic and Shadow was also made by Lego, and there's two reasons why I wanted to make it in Lego. Because one, after I made that video, I realized it was actually easy to make compared to regular animation, and it was cheap to make it. That's another reason. It's going to be a low budget series.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
funny you say that. Also, yeah, I know you feel. I am not
it,
going to discuss much, but there's a Lego stop motion series, an original one that I'm working on. No Ninjago into it. Just it's going to be an anime type of Lego stop motion series. Like it'll have all the anime like
tropes.
um tropes, basically. Yeah.
Hmm. Like for example, like what you call, I have story arcs, and like I can tell you some things about Sonic and Shadow. For example, like Screamboat Willie's meant to be like the reason why we get the series in the first place, but he's not really meant to be like a kind of villain where like he gets a bunch of screen time. It's gonna be like the kind of villain where like he gets very little screen time, but his impact and influence will be felt throughout the entire series, not just for one story arc. I'm talking like the whole thing.
I see.
And it's like I already have an ending for Sonic and Shadow already. I already have the ending written down in my head. So I already know exactly how it's gonna end, but I can't say nothing because I don't want to spoil it. But
Obviously.
I will say this. I could say a couple things where every character gets reimagined. Silver, Amy, all the Sonic characters get reimagined. Nobody's exactly the same. The characters I can't share about is Tails and Knuckles. Knuckles is going to be like similar to Steve Harrington in Stranger Things. Kind of a jerk at first, but becomes a protector later. And he guards the Master Emerald. That's kind of what he does. But he's a bit more charming and all that stuff. Like, kind of a playboy, let's be honest.
I got you. I got you.
Now, Tails is going to be a very unique circumstance because I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like that one's going to get some backlash. Some, where like in this universe, Tails is aged up by 10 years. Like he's 18 years old in this universe. Basically,
Part
this
of
is the Tails that literally lived his like life like into its prime. Like I'm talking 40 Nobel Prizes. He graduated Harvard when he was barely 13 years old. Like he peaked at life. He got rich. He peaked. But after a while, he got bored of his life, so he's always on drugs, specifically on meth, for literally the entire series.
Yeah, you're
He's still
have
very
fun with that.
what?
Have fun when you explain that to people. Then
Have fun explaining to people.
Well, if you get the backlash that you think you're gonna get, have fun with that.
I mean, to be fair, like it's supposed to be a TVMA series. I'm not trying to make it PG-13. Like I want to make it a dark, gritty, grounded series that actually takes up like real problems in this world.
Yeah, I got that. That's understandable.
I will say a couple of the main antagonists so far. I can say a few. I'm not going to say everyone. Well, let's just say one
Let's
comes
just-
out way later, and let's just say some are going to be like incredibly recognizable, or some characters that are not even antagonists gets to be the antagonist.
Okay.
Like what were we going to say before I was about to say that?
To be honest,
Hmm?
I forgot. I said.
Okay, so the characters I can share that are going to be like main villains would have to be okay, the main antagonists, like these will be like one will be a recurring villain, the other two will get their own story arcs that I'm going to mention. The Mr. Beast story arc, the Hatsune Miku story arc, and the recurring antagonist would be how do I say his name? The one who, let's just say, the one who wants to no, like oh, the reoccurring antagonist would be Trump. That's the antagonist so far.
I got you.
People are gonna be questioning why is Hatsune Miku supposed to be the main antagonist. And let's just say she is obsessed with Shadow in a very toxic way. And yes, I know there's a movie out called Obsession. I really want to check it out, but I came up with the idea way before that movie came out. I'm not kidding you.
Wow, that's nice.
I literally thought about the idea. So basically, it's like Miku's lust for Shadow is literally what causes her to go insane. And let's just say she does some multiverse stuff by summoning an army of 100 evil Sonics to go destroy everything. And yeah, we get to meet characters from the comics, some OC characters based on actual Sonic YouTubers, and some characters, because it's also meant to make fun of like some people, because to be my hot take with OCs in general is that they're literally basic as hell. Like not a single one of them truly clicks to me in terms of like wow, there's a spark to it. I'm not trying to bash anyone who has an OC, but it's just like that's personally not my thing. I would rather have a character just completely alter their personality.
Yeah, I want to make a Lego Sonic series too. I actually already have a title for it called Sonic Genesis. It's gonna be kind of like a boom story,
Oh, is it like it's gonna be more comedic than a full on like storyline?
Yeah, because I feel like for me, I think we need more.
Sonic Boom.
No, we need more Legos, more Sonic Lego, for me to properly establish a proper storyline ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm probably just gonna stick to the characters that are official, and then it's gonna be like if they come out later, then I'm gonna use them. And
Yeah,
then,
no, me too. The only official character that I don't have right now is Silver.
Really, I thought you would have gotten him by now. I know you love that guy.
I love him. I haven't got him yet. I will get him, but I'm gonna make sure I get him.
Let me
next
guess,
week.
you're broke.
I got the money for him, but I was just trying to save because it's a $40 set for like 2 damn cars. I feel like it's not really worth it.
I mean, to be fair, I'm literally just to let you know, Zio. I know some people are gonna like. There is a reason why I feel like some people may hate Sonic and Shadow, and I'm putting a disclaimer out there. It's like this series is gonna have a comedic tone compared to like scary movies or parody movies in general, and it like similar to South Park, where it will make fun of everything and everyone, and no questions asked.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like there's gonna be some jokes that will be way too offensive, and there's be some jokes that are just simple jokes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I even wrote a Sonic Expo joke, actually. Can I tell you it or no?
Sure, go ahead.
So basically, the Sonic Expo joke is basically where Sonic and Shadow are just looking for somewhere to eat, and they go inside this building, and then Shadow's like, "Why is everyone autistic here?" And then Sonic looks up and is like, "Shadow, I know why." Points up, and there's like, "Welcome to the Sonic Expo." Oh, that makes sense. Everybody that likes your franchise is autistic. I mean, I'm autistic too, Shadow. I know you're the only one I can call, like, the R word without any you getting mad
Like,
at
'cause
me.
I think it's funny because I think certain franchises just appeal to a certain audience that are on the spectrum in some cases. Like I know Thomas and Friends, that's supposed to appease to kids with autism actually as well. I think Sonic in some cases also on the spectrum. I don't know if it is like it's created for some purposes to appease to certain audiences on the
Yeah, but
spectrum.
that's one of the main joke. That's gonna be like one of the main jokes of the series. Like that's kind of the tone I'm going for. And there's some other jokes I'm
Uh,
planning to include. Some of them are spoilers, and some of them are
Essentially, this is Family Guy but darker.
so I would say South Park, but a little bit more unhinged. Like I would say this: you cannot have my version of Shadow, Cartman, and Deadpool in the same room because they will just be menaces to society. You can't have
Yeah,
them three in the same room, like not even close.
I got you.
Cartman, oh, I don't care about anything else with like what you do. Just get your fat ass out of here, Kyle. Oh, I don't even know about that. I mean, what do you expect? It's just honestly just you guys are just fucking weird, honestly. I mean, Deadpool, don't you fucking kill anime for a living? Yeah, it's fun because I like to do it. But Cartman straight up hates Jews. You hate black creatures. I don't know what's going on in this chat. Yeah, that's exactly how it go. That's exactly how it go. Deadpool called Shadow and Cartman more insane than he is.
Nice.
And just let you know, they would get canceled within 2 minutes of the podcast if they were ever to run one. They would get arrested within 2 minutes.
I wonder why.
Exactly. There's a reason why. Okay, fun fact. There's actually a reason why Shadow will not appear as like a thumbnail character in the Shield podcast, and it's like a cutaway gag. We're like, yes, my show does feature cutaway gags, by the way, because I personally love them in Family Guy.
Nice.
And it's like Shadow wants to start a podcast, but he goes a little too far.
That sounds good. Yeah, that definitely does sound good.
Shadow is supposed to be so idiot, but it's like he's supposed to be a bit dumb compared to Sonic. Like he's like compared to Sonic, Shadow's more dumber than an autistic person. That says a lot in my opinion.
Yeah, I got you.
You know. I'm sorry, this is really interesting. I know, right? This is just really interesting to talk about.
Yeah, and it is interesting. Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, what do you like think about Ninjago as of its current state? Just because I'm curious because I personally stopped watching Ninjago. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, I stopped watching it like a long time ago, and I ain't saying I hate the show. I just lost my interest in the show.
And that's fine. Everyone's had their struggles with the show. I know people who haven't finished from season 2. I know people who stopped watching after season 10. I know people who stopped watching since Crystallize. People kind of gave up before Crystallize finished because of how bad Crystallize really messed things up for them. For me, I think Ninjago is going in a very good direction. I mean, this year is its 15th anniversary, so of course.
I actually am trying to buy like to the Lego. Like, by the way, when I was making this Lego series, my two things were like unique to make this into an episode was Star Wars and Ninjago. Ninjago was going to be an absolute priority for me to make.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And and it's like I'm gonna tell you this right now to the audience that whenever I do make a Ninjago episode, I'm gonna say this: we are retconning all the new seasons. Like we are going to completely ignore them. No new characters, just the original 4 with Lloyd being the newcomer because that's being accurate to the original series. Because I remember Lloyd was a little kid when he first started, and then he grew up in the course of the show. That means no Gold Ninja, just Lloyd being the new ninja of the group, and the original 4 is going to be the main focus.
It's funny you bring that up because if you were to watch this season's Dragons Rising season 4, that little bit where they're talking about him growing up actually plays a big part in today's story, in today's storyline with season 4. If you were to watch Dragons Rising season 4,
you can spoil it to me. I don't care.
Okay, well then I guess I will. Basically, to be a part of the Green Ninja, a part of their destiny in between the times of teenage to adulthood, or teenage to like child to teenager, a duty as the Green Ninja is they have to take care of the Whispering Woods, like kind of basically kind of be like a conduit that kind of like protects. But since Lloyd used, and you know this from the show, he because you watched this part, he aged up due to tomorrow's tea.
Mm-hmm.
So he missed basically his whole childhood. He didn't get to learn that part of his life. And so he missed his calling and his duty. So, in order to help save the force that's already dying, he has to go through the trial of dealing with his past life, the life that he never got to have, basically.
I see.
It's a very interesting like plot line that he has to deal with. It's a lot about like identity. It's a lot to do with like figuring out who he is and more about his powers and what his role plays into a much bigger thing than just protecting the land, and more of like what him as the Green Ninja and just a master of energy. And it's not even called energy anymore, it's called life. The power is actually called life now. No, and it
Really,
makes
I
sense.
remember it was like, if do you know Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat? It's kind of like the green energy. It's not really called anything else.
Yeah, technically it's called life, but it's called life for a good reason. It's basically like because like that life like unites and brings things together, but also like at the same and like the thing is like they're like roots that connects everything together essentially. And Lloyd, as the Green Ninja, he's the sole caveat to connect his team and bring a lot of people together, but also keeps things a whole together, helps to not break and unify basically.
I
And
see.
it's a very good message. I like it a lot, and I think Dragons Rising, whilst it is something new, it's definitely giving a lot of paying a lot of homage to the old series. Like Kai is back to like how you would first get to know him. A lot of how he
I
is. He's just
see.
a bit older now as a character. He's grown up maturely, and he's just over here teaching someone that is basically like him when he started out. Like people I know are afraid because they don't want to be disappointed, but I'm like, give it a chance. Just give it a little bit of a chance. There's some things you'll like in there. It hits its star points too. Like I don't know if you've ever watched the Oni trilogy in season 8. Like
All
with
right. I have not seen none of the new seasons. Just like
that's
I was like saying Prime Ninjago, before.
oh, if you watch season 8, it's the darkest Lego's ever going to reach in anything ever.
What happens in that season?
Basically, it's called the Sons of Garmadon. Garmadon was brought. You know how like in season 2, Garmadon, like became good again. Basically a few seasons before
Wait,
after that.
I always wondered, why did Garmadon become like that monster? Because wasn't he originally a human?
He was. It's because he got bitten by a snake when he was little. That snake had an evil venom that basically like called the Great Devourer. Like the snake had like this evil venom that basically consumed him and basically removed all of his goodness and basically made him evil the way he was.
I see.
Basically,
Well,
it
let's
is.
just say it. Yeah, but the reason why I'm doing the retcons just because it's not because I don't hate the new season, it's because for my audience, because like I'm thinking about just the general side where like I feel people recognize Ninjago in terms of like their original prime, not by the new content they did. So it's like
Yeah,
that's exact. I'm trying to make it easier for the audience to understand the characters because
I get that
here's a
definitely.
slight spoiler, but not all the ninjas get to walk out alive after that episode. Yeah,
I see.
let's just say the Sonic and Shadow, the short I'm about to finish doing kind of foreshadows the not all the ninjas get to walk out alive. And it's not by Darth Vader, I'm gonna tell you that. It's not by Sonic or Shadow. It's it's someone else. I can't say who right now, but
Yeah, no, don't worry. I get it. I get it.
But it's like, yeah. And then I'll say where like Kai gets to be the main character of the Ninjago. Because I always thought Kai was the main character and he was my favorite.
I see. I see.
Kai gets to be the main character for once.
I got you. I got you. Makes sense.
And it's like when I do other episodes that are like that require a lot of lore to watch, I try to make it simple so people can understand it. Like for example, there'll probably be an episode one day where I do the He-Man or the Thundercats. That's for my parents. They grew up with those two shows. That's for my parents. They grew up with those shows.
I got you. I got you.
And it's like Sonic and Shadow kind of do so many dumbass stuff, but it's like I also try to make fun of certain things. But like the Stranger Things episode, that's one episode I'm really looking forward to animate, which basically makes fun of the whole show and the final season. Because in my opinion, that final season was fucking terrible. Like I hated it so much.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I
I get
do
what you mean.
have K-pop Demon Hunters characters included, but I do give them an actual origin story of like how they actually formed as a group.
Oh yeah, K-pop Demon Hunters. Apparently, they're meant to get. It's announced that they're getting Lego too. Actually,
I know that's exactly why it'd be perfect timing if I release like which we go.
only thing I'm afraid of is it sounds like we're getting dolls. Like
Oh, I mean to be fair, there you can just go to like Firestar Toys and get like custom minifigures. They should like satisfy you for a bit.
yeah, yeah.
I hope there's like minifigures just because like I ain't fucking buying the dolls for the video.
I know. I really hate that I'm hearing that news. It's hurting me.
Like for example, like the one demon. Personally, I would say the one demon hunter I would focus more on would be Zoe. Personally, she's kind of my favorite. Plus, I see a lot of story potential in her. Personally,
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm
like for
massively.
example, okay, I will say this: where at first Zoe and Miles Morales both go to the same high school. That's like one of the origins.
Oh yeah, people
This is
are.
before Miles becomes Spider-Man in that universe, and Zoe joined before she went to Korea to join the K-pop Demon Hunters or Huntrix. So it's like there's an origin. They're like there's a damn reason why there's an origin story for the characters.
Oh yeah, for
One thing you
sure.
should know about me is whenever I'm making a story, I like to give an explanation, like some backstory behind everyone.
I got you. I got you.
Like for example, Sonic and Shadow, I already have the backstory explained, but the budget right now can't explain the backstory, so you got to learn that later in the series. Not super later, but later.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. I like that a lot, actually.
Like for example, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say this to you right now. Shadow's backstory is gonna be told far, far, far later in the series. Like way past everything. Like very close to the end of the series. This is where I'm gonna place it.
At the very end.
Yeah, just because in this story, Shadow doesn't have memories of his past because there's a permanent fracture in his skull. Like I'm talking, there's cracks like you can open it and the egg pops out. Like it's a permanent scar and Shadow inside like it in his skull.
I got you. I
He
got
lost
you.
his memories about everything. So basically, I would say this. It's like it's game accurate to Shadow. So it's like when Maria died, he like Shadow lost Maria or his sister, but he gained a brother at the same day. Because the day Maria died is the same day he met Sonic.
Yeah.
And then one detail people are probably gonna note. I hope people notice this detail in my series. I always love to include story and lore hidden in the details. Where in the
Yeah.
backstories, Sonic will look visually younger while Shadow remains the same, hinting that Shadow does not age, Sonic does. Which is game accurate if you really think about it, that Shadow cannot age.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, Shadow. I mean, yeah, technically it can't age. Actually, it's funny that's brought up. Have you ever heard like the Fancy Party Shenanigans comic?
Party Prank. What's that about? I'm trying to remember.
It's like this whole comic that I think someone on like Tumblr made where like Sonic and where like Shadow I think is dating Sonic's daughter, Aurora, and they kind of like there's a fancy gala that like Tails and his girlfriend that he made is like hosting an event. So and like Shadow doesn't want to go because he can't stand social events, but yeah, it's a whole thing. And I remember I have my because I'm dubbing it again, and my friend was asking me how old is Sonic's daughter? And I think I'm pretty sure she's like a teenager or something like that. And she's like, isn't Shadow like 50? And I'm like, in a way, yeah, but he also doesn't age, so I guess I don't really know if that applies to being okay or
I
not.
know, like for example, the thing is, Shadow is assumed to be Sonic's age, so it's like that's why they're both in my bio 25 years old, because Sonic has aged up 10 years into his lifetime.
Yeah, especially because you brought up the whole like Tails of like 18.
Yeah, in my series, Sonic and Shadow have been friends for like 10 years. It's like they went to high school together, they went to college together, they kind of did everything together.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have one story. I'm gonna tell you this, Zeal. This is not really like a story spoiler, but this is a planned episode where there is an episode where Sonic and Shadow are struggling to pay their taxes, and it's like they have to come up with $50,000 by tomorrow, or else they're gonna go to jail for tax evasion. So what they did is like Optimus Prime will be the third main character of the series, by the way.
Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
You got the Lego version of him?
Yeah. I actually built a custom mock of him actually, just because I complained about how big it was. I did tell you that in the Instagram.
Oh yeah, you did.
It was a nightmare to film, but I built a custom made Optimus. He's big enough for like he is accurate to Transformers, but small enough where I can film him. He's very posable and he can actually transform. I also have like a minifigure version of him because in my stories they built him a belt that makes him small or big whenever he wants.
I got you.
They built him a belt because they felt bad for him just sitting outside all day.
I got you.
So basically what happens is Optimus Prime looks up the like legal ways to get married, and you know what happens? The only way to legally avoid getting married, the only way to legally avoid paying taxes is to get married. What kind of girl would marry Sonic? What about Shadow? What about you, Shadow? Can't you just go to Mexico again and bang another Latina? I would, but nobody wants to marry me. They think I'm too insane. They only come for that, and that's it. They don't care about marriage. Just that.
What if was Optimus gonna like say, I wasn't referring to ladies, boys. I was referring to what's the
Oh no. This is where they get the idea. I just had a stupid idea. That's what Shadow said. I just had a stupid idea. What is it? What if we got married? And it's like, what the Sonic, everybody's gay. Everybody's gay. But just to let you know, Shadow never says the word gay. He always says the other word that makes fun of gay people. Just because Shadow's meant to be extremely unfiltered and he does not care about what anyone thinks. Everybody's now, we can get married. We would need a witness, and they both look at Optimus. No, I am not witnessing this. And the cuts to the marriage, and the funniest part, it's based on a movie that Adam Sandler did called I Pronounce You Chuck and Larry. That's exactly where I got the idea from.
Ah, I see.
Where basically Shadow breaks Sonic's nose instead of like you may kiss the groom.
Yeah.
And then Sonic slaps Shadow right after. That's how he kiss.
Interesting.
This video this is just a giant middle finger to the Son-Atom shippers. It's just a middle finger to them.
I see.
This is the kind of tone I want for the series. It can have like a slice of life, but it also has them like going through actual adventures, or I call them a side quest, and fighting. I personally would describe them perfectly by this. Sonic and Shadow, they are not heroes. They're just regular people forced to fight terrible people. Because to them, it's not about saving the world that matters to them. It's about stopping terrible people from, doing terrible things.
In the world, yeah.
To me, that makes it realistic. Like, they always need money. Let's be honest. We all do. Even the heroes do. Sonic and Shadow will kill people if they have to, which in this series they do it almost all the time. Because let's be honest, like in my opinion, the way I see it was, in order to truly change, to make a difference, is to get your hands dirty or permanently end the situation.
I got you. That makes sense.
I know people are gonna be like, why does Sonic kill people? I mean, you guys are not understanding the point. It's like, this is real life. This is exactly how it would go for a lot of people.
Let's see.
Like the Daredevil method would not cut it in this universe. Some people can't be helped. The only people who want to be helped are like the ones that can be redeemed, but the ones who don't want to be redeemed, you got to take them out, or else they're gonna keep coming and they're gonna not stop. Like here's a perfect example. We got Homelander, someone who needed to die, got what they deserved. Honestly, the tone would be similar to both The Boys and Invincible, but I would say it leans more towards The Boys theme.
I see.
Oh yeah, Tails does have an ex-girlfriend. Her name is Cosmo, and yes, she is from the Sonic X anime.
Say.
Yeah, like I said, Tails is kind of on like meth all the time, so it's like, he has nothing better to do in his life. That's why he's always on drugs. But he's still extremely smart, so it's like if they need like, actual advice, they always go to him. Like the 4 Omega level geniuses Sonic knows is Tails. They would be Tails, D16 or Megatron actually. Yes, Megatron's actually a good guy in this universe. It would be Tails, D16, Eggman, and Mr. Fantastic. Those are like the Omega level geniuses that Sonic knows.
I see.
And yeah, I'm just thinking, what you would call it? Yeah, I feel people like may not understand the point where like I'm not trying to make them heroes, and it's like they're not trying to save lives because they know that ultimately it won't matter in the long run. I know that's sad, but that's realistic. They will always help other heroes when, like, for example, Spider-Man does become a recurring character, and they're like, "Hey, Sonic, we need your help," and the Sonic's like, "Sure." They do. Sonic and Shadow and Optimus do help in the Viltrumite War, without question. So yeah.
I got you.
So yeah, I feel Topdawg's been dead for a while. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I hope so.
He's been
Guys, since y'all go to your series, I guess I'll ask one last question before we gotta go. Here.
One last question.
Yeah, which is, have you started filming?
Me?
Yes.
Dude, I've been so busy with personal stuff. I have to get I gotta get 3 projects done before I can truly start working on it because I got so much on my belt. Literally.
I get that.
If I'm gonna start filming, I'm probably not going to publicly announce it just because I do not want to give people false hope. I'm just gonna keep it under wraps, and the only time I'll truly tell that I'm filming something is if I'm actually done filming the entire video and currently editing it.
Fair enough. I see. I get what you
Like
mean.
I'm talking I know people who music compose. I know it's like an original soundtrack, like music compose, and I got someone who helped me write the scripts, and I also got people who who can do the visual effects for me. I got people from my class that can help me. I got people.
That's good. That's good.
And I got someone who can do a really good Mickey Mouse impression, and yeah, which that'd be pretty cool.
I mean, I know someone who could do a good Optimus. Actually, several of them.
I can actually do Optimus and be like, "My name is Optimus Prime. I'm from the planet Cybertron."
I'm guessing it's someone to do Trump.
Me?
Yeah.
It would go like, "Hello, my fellow Americans." I know that sounds like Carmen, but I'm practicing to make it sound different. We would bomb Venezuela. I can't finish that sentence.
I got you.
Okay, here's another one. Okay, can I tell you? I'm gonna say 2 more things, and then I think we're gonna call it wraps. I don't want to waste your time even more because we got places to be.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Okay, so 2 things is that just to let you know, there's a reason why I'm considering Donald Trump as a recurring antagonist, just because he's not really meant to be like a major arc villain. He's just supposed to be like a real person that some people genuinely hate. Plus, people make fun of him all the time in the internet, so it's like, yeah, he's a genuine meme at this point.
I got you.
And it's like, and here's another one, and it's his main motivation is literally getting rid of all Mexicans. That is literally it. He doesn't care about any other race. He doesn't care about literally any other race. He just wants to get rid of all Mexicans because, and I quote, "They are poisoning this country, and we will make sure they will be bombed, and of course, we will make sure Mexicans are gone from our country, and we will make America great again." And that's exactly how it go.
Interesting. Got you. I got you.
And second thing is that when it comes to the fight, I forgot to say this earlier with the fight scenes. You say you struggle to write them. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just fucking wing it. I just write down what I want and I just fucking wing it. That's what I do.
I just wing it too. That's the thing, and that's why when I wing it, I just have to stop midway because I'm like, how the hell am I gonna do this next? But I'll figure out as it goes slowly and surely, eventually.
Yeah, Topdawg just left the call. Okay, I think that's just a sign for us to stop for now. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into this podcast episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys would like to see more episodes or what other topics you'd like me to talk about, let me know. Let me know. And thank you so much, Zeal, for your time in this podcast.
Thank you for having me.
No worries. So, without further ado, my co-host Topdawg just left the call, but if he was here, he would just say, "Roger, Roger." But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm Sonic Rob. I'm your host, Sonic Rob. signing out. Y'all have a good night, everyone.
Have a
Peace
good
out.
night, everyone. Peace.